Oh, good, you're here. Haere mai, come and join me. I've got a very cool book here. And if you've got a copy of it at home, why don't you go and get it now? Just press pause, go and grab your book, and then you can read along with me. And if you don't have this book yet, it's a good one. It's called Little Ruby and Friends. It's by Ruby Tui, and it's illustrated by Samoni Cavander. Have you heard about Ruby Tui before? She's an amazing rugby player, and she's inspired so many sports people all around the world. And now she's an amazing author. Are you nice and comfy? Ready for the story? Well, let's begin. Little Ruby is feeling good. The sun is high in the sky, the birds are singing happy songs, and someone's crying. Wait a sec. Someone's crying? They sound upset. Who could be feeling so sad on such a gorgeous day? Then Ruby sees who. It's her friend Amy. Wah! Amy wails. I'm sad because I dropped my goody-goody gumdrops. Ah, damn. That is really sad, Ruby says. I scream when that happens to me too. I scream? Goody-goody gumdrops ice cream? Ruby's got a good sense of humour, hasn't she? Look at the mess. Uh-oh. That ice cream is gonskis. Is there something I can do that might help? Ruby asks. Amy stops crying and gives her a little sniff. Actually, a hug would be good, she says. Well, bring it in, Ruby says. She wraps her arms around her friend and squeezes tight. Thanks, Amy says. I still feel a bit sad about my ice cream, but that definitely helped. Does a hug sometimes help you feel better when you're feeling sad? I love a hug. Suddenly, Ruby and Amy hear a yell. Look out! A soccer ball zooms over their heads. Whoa, says Ruby. Look at that. It came flying. Lava is upset. Stupid ball, she yells at it. I feel frustrated because it won't go where I want it to. Can I help you feel less frustrated? Asks Ruby. Lava thinks for a moment. Sometimes my family says supportive things when I'm struggling. We call it super talk. I can do that, Ruby replies. If anyone can kick that goal, it's you. Come on, Lava, give it one more go. Lava is still a little upset, but she hears Ruby's super talk, grabs the ball and thumps it back down on the ground. She lines up her shot. She lifts her leg back. Then she kicks it as hard as she can. It flies through the air and lands right in the goal. Woohoo, she yells, and Ruby cheers. Now that's what I call giving it your best shot, Ruby encourages her. How cool is that? I love that super talk. The rest of their pals are at the playground. Guys, check out how high I'm swinging, shouts Jess. My feet are touching the sky. Up, down, up she goes. Up, down. Uh-oh. Eee! Jess squeals and slips right off the swing. Splat. Little Ruby races over. Jess looks a bit upset, but she tells Ruby, I'm okay. I just feel embarrassed that I fell in front of everyone. Well, I'm glad you're okay, but how can I help you feel less embarrassed? Ruby asks. Music makes me feel good, Jess says. Up you get then, replies Ruby. Let's sing our favourite song. Soon they are doing the hokey pokey, and Jess's mood has turned around. Music can make you feel good when you're feeling a bit down or embarrassed, can't it? I love music. How about you? But then little Ruby stops dancing. She can see that Nikki is still sitting on her swing. She's looking down. She doesn't look happy, and she doesn't look like she wants to dance. "What's up?" Ruby asks. "You look a little upset." "I am, because I'm scared," Nikki whispers. "I don't want to fall off the swing." "It was pretty freaky when Jess fell." "Tell me how I can help," Ruby asks. Nikki says. "Can you go away? I just need a moment on my own." "Of course." Ruby leaves Nikki for a little while. She knows she has to be patient to help her friend. And then, sure enough, Nikki calls out, "Ruby, come and watch me." Nikki pushes off the ground with her feet. She goes a little bit back, then a little bit forwards. She sticks out her legs, then she tucks them in. She goes higher and higher and higher. And her smile gets bigger and bigger and bigger. She just needed some alone time to feel better. "Now you've got the swing of it," Ruby cheers. Jen has climbed real high on the slide, but she's stopped near the top. "Are you going to slide down?" Ruby asks. Jen shakes her head. "Are you going to stay up there?" Ruby asks. Jen shakes her head. Jen seems a bit upset too. "Are you okay?" asks Ruby. "I feel confused," replies Jen. "Can I talk to you more about how I feel?" "Yes," says Ruby. "You are my friend and I'm here to help." "What are you feeling?" "Thank you, Ruby. I really do want to slide down and have fun, but now that I'm up here, it looks so high. I don't know what to do. I'm feeling a lot of things." Jen talks and talks, and Ruby listens to her friend. "Geez, you're right," Ruby says. "That is a lot." "Yeah," Jen says. "I actually feel heaps better now. Thanks for listening." "I'm so glad I could help," Ruby grins. "Well, that's the hard part done. It's all downhill from here." Get it? Down the slide. All downhill. Jen feels so great she jumps on the slide and zips right down. Wahoo! Then Ruby spies the jungle gym. It's ginormous! Bigger than anything she's ever climbed before. "Whoa," she says, looking up at the tippy top. "I bet you can see the whole world from up there." Can she climb up it? Is she brave enough? Ruby puts her hand on the bottom rope. Then she stops. She really wishes she could get to the top, but she doesn't even know how to start. Then she hears her friends. "We're here to help," they all say. Her wonderful friends, the friends that she's helped. Amy runs over and gives Ruby a big hug. Ruby was feeling a bit sad. She thought she couldn't even start, but Amy's hug has helped her to believe in herself. Ruby grabs the rope and clambers up. She starts climbing, but it's pretty tricky. The rope is scratchy and her hands are hurting. Her feet are wobbling all around. Maybe she can't do it after all. "You can do it!" Ruby hears someone yelling. It's Lover and her super talk. "You're super strong and super clever, and I know you can do it. You're not gonna give up." That gives Ruby the boost she needs. Ruby reaches up to grab the next rope, but her foot slips. Ah! She squeals, but she's totally fine. She feels a bit silly for stopping until she hears Jess singing. Ruby joins in, bopping her head to the music, and carries on climbing. But then Ruby's hand slips, and this time she almost falls. She looks down. It's really high up here. This is getting a bit too scary for me. Shh, says Nikki. But she's not talking to Ruby. She's talking to the others. Shh, give Ruby some time on her own, just for a moment. Everyone goes quiet, so Ruby has a moment to think. Of course I feel scared, she whispered to herself. I'm doing something scary. But you can only be brave when you're doing something scary. I've got this. With even more focus, she starts to climb again. Before long, Ruby's friends are hooting and hollering. She's almost at the top. She's gonna do it. Ruby feels so awesome. She loves hearing her friends clapping and cheering. She's having the best time. But then suddenly she feels something else. It's a tricky feeling. It takes away some of the fun. Ruby stops. Oh no, she's stuck. All good? Jen calls out. Tell me what you're feeling. Oh man, I don't know, Ruby says. It's so great to have you all down there cheering and stuff, but it's also kind of hard because I know you're all watching me. It's a lot. Yeah, says Jen, it is. I understand. And just like that, the tricky feeling goes away. Ruby climbs 1, 2, 3 more ropes. Go, Ruby! Go, Ruby! Her friends are all chanting. And boom! She's done it. She has made it right to the top. How cool. Well done, Ruby. And what a very special friend to all her friends. Do you have friends like that? Are you that sort of friend? Do you support and help your friends? I bet you do. Well, if you want to find out more about this book, you can visit allenandunwin.co.nz and look for it in your local library and your local bookstores. This is such a good story. We can all be friends like this, can't we? And we can all do it. Reach for our goals. Give it a go. Love it. Have a great day and come and visit me again soon. I love it when you come for a story. Ka kite.